Hello, Leos. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy, Pussycat Nation. We are going to look at this week, we're going to look at you, your friend, and your foe. Now, because I am asking for 3 separate energies, there's always the possibility that you could end up in one of these other slots. It's not my intention, but it's possible. So keep that in mind. Also, the your friend and the your foe energy can sometimes come across as the friend is the energy that is most beneficial to you. Like, excuse me, it doesn't have to be a separate person or entity or thing. It's just if you exercise this energy, that is in your highest good. And the foe is right, the opposite of that. If you exercise this energy that is not for your highest good. It can come across like that sometimes. It's sort of up to spirit. My intention in this reading is that we're looking at you, your friend, and your foe's energy as separate entities. And we're going to get started with the archetype deck. All right, Leos, pussycats. Let's say Leo. You, your friend, and your foe for Leo, looking at their energies right now. Leo, you are the exorcist in the light. You are freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. That seems really good. It's almost like you're trying to set an example. You're trying to set an example. You freed yourself and you're showing others that you can do this too. You don't have to stay in this energy. You don't have to be the person. Your situation doesn't have to reflect the person that you are. Or, there's something that I have taken on and I'm going to rectify this, right? But by rectifying it, you also free others in this. So it feels like there could have something to do with the karmic energy around that in terms of what you're exercising right now. Your friend's energy is in the reverse. Wow, your friend is Don Juan in the shadow, using the power of romantic attraction for a private agenda. Oh, what's your friend up to? What's your friend up to? Your friend is using their attractiveness, their maybe their magnetism for some type of a private agenda. Your foe is also in the reverse. Oh my gosh. The foe is goddess in the shadow. Exploitation of the female nature and form. Check it out. Look at these two. It's almost like, I want to say it's almost like looking at your friend could be literally like your friend, and the foe could be their partner or something, and you don't particularly like their partner. They're both in the shadow. These two energies could be feeding off of some of each other in sort of a negative way. You're trying to free yourself of something. Maybe you're trying to help others. Some sort of, this is like unhealthy romantic use of your energies here, like your friend and your foe. Okay, so we're going to look at what the intentions are. Motives, intentions. What your motives are and what your motives are directed towards. Okay, your motives are, engineer in the shadow. It's to have a reliance on a mechanistic solution without regard for emotional consequences. I wonder what you're dealing with here, because you look like you got a friend who's in a relationship and you don't like the person they're in a relationship with. Like, you wouldn't see that person as your friend, for sure. You might even think if they're detrimental to your friend, that makes the relationship between you and your friend detrimental. It's like you coming up with a solution and you really don't care what the emotional consequences are to the solution. So it's funny with the Exorcist card, and you having the engineer in the shadow, and these two, it's almost like it's totally giving me like a vision from an Exorcist movie where, when something just gets so bad, it doesn't matter anymore about the emotional consequences, right? So like seeing somebody who's possessed, and you going up there as the exorcist to and you're just going to have to sprinkle that holy water. You're going to say certain prayers. You're going to enact certain energies, and the person going to go crazy. And anybody who's related to them, who's in the house, who might have called you, they're going to have emotional consequences when you're done. It just feels like that, right? Like they may never get over the emotional trauma of that experience. But right, like that is kind of funny the way that that played out. Lily was outside and it's really hot, and she was barking. She wanted to come in, so that's why I paused. And as I was walking to go, like that all played out in my head. I was like, whoa, wait a second. She gave me the time to think about that. But it's all like, I don't know what this is, because this is like, you could have a friend who's behaving in a romantic way here that is not, this is not for their best interest. It's not for the best interests of anyone they're dealing with. But then they also got someone over here who's like playing into it, and they're also just as toxic. So it's like, I don't care how much this is going to hurt. If he's gonna, you need to exercise, like you feel like you need to exercise this, and it doesn't matter, right? It's like that priest walking into the room. At this stage, this isn't like we're just gonna all sit together and say a little prayer and be hopeful. We got this person chained down and going crazy, and that's what it takes. That's what it takes to get the demon out of them. Even though you know if there's any relatives in the house, they're gonna be emotionally traumatized by what's going on. That's kind of like your motives. Right now. I'm trying to think. I think the deck was okay. So your friend's motives are in the the femme fatale. That would kind of be like the. But well, look at how your friend is behaving. What is with your friend? Your friend. The foe's energy. Oh, this is complicated. This is very complicated. Your friend is using their romantic charm. Are they using it towards, like, but a femme fatale in the upright? Which is, this is someone who highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens their heart when their dependency is rejected. This, I don't know. To me, I feel like the best way to describe it is that you have you could have a friend who wants to flip their energy. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not the healthiest in romantic situations. They're not, they could be selfish in romantic situations. This person could also, their behavior could change, you know, like, it's like, before you really knew this person in romantic situations, like you may have even said, oh my God, my friend so-and-so, they're great. You should go on a date with them, or you should meet them, or whatever it is. And then you find out, you're like, oh my God, they're a hot fucking mess in a romantic. I won't do that again. Like, they could be completely different then. So there is a possibility that this friend is trying to correct their energy. Be trying to correct it. Like, just, you know, flip it between, yeah. Well, that's also interesting, because maybe your friend, when they're in that negative reversed energy, they kind of become your foe. They become your foe. Like, let's just follow that, because these are both energies that are not, you know, not respecting the form with which they hold, like the divinity of themselves and then the divinity of other people. And let's say, for sake of argument, in like romantic situations, I kind of wonder now. I'm kind of wondering if this is your friend actually trying to correct their energy and be healthy with their attractiveness and their magnetism. They should maybe go talk to, was it Aquarius? Yeah, Aquarius. They was it them? Yeah, them and their friend were real. So, okay, what is the foe's motives? Oh, the foe's motives are reversed. A shadow angel in the shadow, acting innocent and angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. God told me to come up to you and talk to you. It was God. God brought us together. That's what it is. This person's acting innocent. Oh boy, I sure wonder. Maybe this is even somebody that you're involved with romantically here. And you're like, I don't care how it hurts, but you got to exorcise these demons out of you. Exorcise these demons out of you. So this person is your friend. I feel like this is one person. Let's see how it unfolds though. I feel like it is one person so far in the friend and the foe. And I do feel like your friend kind of slips into being more like your enemy, not in your best interest. Not in your best. So also if this person acts in a way or tries to use their femininity in a way that is detrimental to themselves, that's not in your best interest. You're like, no, I want you to really honor who you are and really respect that energy. Otherwise, you're asking me to play into a role that does not honor me and does not respect my energy, right? So maybe this person is slipping into becoming your friend because they're trying to do something. They're trying to make a change. They're trying to make a change. But so the motives of the foe is that I didn't do anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm innocent. Great. All right. Okay. Your motives are directed towards, it's in the upright, hermit in the light. Solitude. This is really getting like the, like splashing the holy water on this person, right? You don't care if it maybe emotionally traumatizes them, or, you know, how they feel about this is not what needs to be resolved. It's the truth of a situation, and it just needs to be resolved. And if they have trauma on the other side, it's not like, it's not like you caused trauma. It's also though, like there's no turning back. Like once the priest walks into the room with the possessed individual, there's really no turning back at that point. I want to say that your motives are directed towards wanting someone to spend time on their own here. Spend time on their own and focus on their inner life. Now, okay, you could just be exercising your own demons here without any consideration to whoever this other person is. I think it is one person. You could be exercising your own internal demons here. And you're like, you could even be saying to yourself with this card in the reverse is that your emotions are not facts. So you could be trying to move beyond how you feel, how you felt in relationships. You're looking deeply within yourself. You're like, if there's something I need to check me on, I'll look at it, I'm going to check it. You know, even if it hurts to look at it. But because it does say freeing yourself and others, it's like I said, when you free yourself from this, you do also free others from it. So it could be a behavior like showing up in a way that's not necessarily authentic. So other people are sort of approaching in the same way too. Well, I'm not going to be authentic either. Oh, this is okay. This is easy to do. We can just pretend that this is who we are, right? We'll just pretend that we are these two people, and then we'll get by on that. And then it's kind of like you're saying, no, we're not going to get by on that. That isn't the energy that I want to be, that I want to have. I want to know more about myself here. This is a real practical. There's a real practical solution that needs to come here, and so that's the other thing. If this is like a romantic partner of some sort, you may have said, I need a timeout. I need a timeout. I need some time away. I need a break. And what you're using that for though, like, right? And it's not to say that that doesn't hurt emotionally. I think it probably would. It does feel like a bit of a sacrifice. Like you are sacrificing your emotions because this is the solution that is needed. And even though this is the solution that is needed, you're going to admit, it still hurts. It still hurts emotionally. But you want to look deep within yourself, intensely into your inner life here. So if you've taken a break from someone, I kind of wonder if this person is like sort of doing the same thing. If they're also exercising some type of demons here. You could be taking a break from another person, and it's giving and you did it though. It's almost like you initiated it, and now this person is possibly using the opportunity to do something similar. What the friend's motives are directed towards. Well, that's interesting because that's in the reverse. Oh, God in the shadow. Oh, Lord. Despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. What is this doing? Because they are the Don Juan in the reverse. They're using their attractiveness. They're using sort of romantic energy here for a personal agenda. And, right, it's directed towards control and power. It's like about control and power. The friend's motives highlight the erotic energy of the feminine. What is it? Okay, so the foe is their motives, are what they're directed towards, are also in the reverse. Child magical in the shadow. Pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles. Believing that energy and action are not required for growth. But that's what you're doing. You're doing like an energy and an action here to require. So, oh, this is interesting. Is this you? Is this whole thing you? Is it Leo? Come on, you got that suave. You got that like magnetism, that fiery magnetism. Could be. How is it your friend? But I don't know. How would that be like beneficial to you to direct your, maybe if you're directing your, you're trying to elevate yourself beyond maybe some sort of stereotype about your sex, your identity, your attractiveness, your relationships. You were very clear to me. These, and actually the foe kind of is too, to be honest. The foe too, like in this form, is someone, like this could be masculine or feminine. And this is somebody who's highly, highly focused on their physical attributes. To me, I'm kind of seeing it that way. Highly focused on their physical attributes. And and using that to attract other people. I think like using that to attract other people. And their motive here is to just act completely innocent. Completely innocent. I didn't, oops. Almost like, what's it like? I don't know. I'm trying to see that how being a masculine. I can see it in the feminine. It's almost like going, maybe they're going to like a get together and they know that once they get inside the house, it's really, really cold. Hear me on this one. All right. I have to step into this because this is kind of like what this energy is doing. And they would purposely wear like a shirt and a bra. We're talking about a feminine that is very thin, very thin. And you know what happens to that area when it gets cold? It gets like little headlights. Come on. Headlights, come on. And they would do that. They would know it though, but they would act innocent. Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was going to be so cold in here. Oh, I gotta cover up. I gotta cover up. Just that. And then, but why are they? Because this person is actually pessimistic. They're pessimistic. They maybe don't think that there's other qualities about them that would get attention. So, right, this person may not be quite so bold. Oh my God. I saw, when was it Winners? It was a few months ago. And actually funny, I was with my mom and I was looking for new bras. It's not a place to go to get those anyways. But they literally had bras with built-in nipples. Like sticking out. I'm like, who the fuck wants to draw attention to I showed my mom, I'm like, look at this. She's like, oh my God. What kind of a world are we living in? I don't know. So, okay. Anyways, that's a little bit like that. But this person is, they want to act innocent because they're pessimistic. No, they want to act innocent, like they're not just using that energy to draw people in or to lure people in. And unless they're pessimistic, and I kind of want to say because maybe they feel like if they made a real effort that they wouldn't get anywhere. They may not actually get anywhere if they made a real effort. So this, now, to honor, like this could also be someone who's very attractive. And maybe people have only ever recognized that person for their attractive qualities. So they may not even feel like people recognize or people are even looking for the other parts of them here. So that's the foe. See, like I'm saying, I understand that your friend is the one I feel like I want to pull tarot cards out on. I explained to you I feel thoroughly. I continue to sort of see that energy that way. Like you are, I'm not going to repeat it because it seems like, yeah, we've already heard it, Cindy, and you have. So the friend, though, is using the power of romantic attraction for a private agenda. Could that be you? Now, I say that because there's also something here about trying to turn like an energy that is unhealthily expressive. Like, okay, you don't get caught up in the genders here, right? Like, just if like I know I'm talking about, it looks like the feminine energy being flipped. It doesn't have to. It could be a masculine that you're dealing with, whatever. But I feel like it's connecting these. It's like follow the breadcrumb trail here, Cindy. So we have this flipped and we have romantic energy flipped, right? Like utilizing yourself in an unhealthy way romantically. And then we're seeing the feminine aspect of that, which we also see flipped, being put up in the upright. So you could be doing something here romantically yourself, and it's an attempt for someone to see their worth and their value. But also saying that, like, you're not stroking this person's ego, like, right, by being the engineer in the shadow. You're not, so maybe also not enabling, which is interesting because Taurus had a huge enabling energy. The person who was enabling them was not their friend. Right, it was such an interesting reading. They were not their friend. The person that was not enabling them and maybe even felt like their foe was actually their friend. So, you know, there's a possibility that could be an energy that you are dipping into here. This is a huge discussion right across the board about attractiveness, agendas, what we use our desirabilities for, what we attract with those energies. Using power to control people. That's the mode. Okay, let's pull out tarot for the friend. Okay, the friend is the Don Juan in the shadow. They are using the power of their romantic attraction for private or personal agenda. What's the agenda? What's the private agenda that the friend has here? What's the private agenda that the friend has? The Nine of Fire. Oh, this is a long time wound. A long time wound. Something that has held somebody back for a long time. Being held back for a long time. Feeling like you're just not winning. You're just not winning here. You're just not winning in life. Not winning in relationships. But you'll give it a go. It's almost like you'll give it a go again. You'll give it a go. Tell me more about the Nine of Fire. The Two of her. Oh, look at that. See, we're going to walking away. Kind of walking away energy here. One of them saying, I'm not going to sit here and do that anymore. I'm going over here. The Eight of Cups. Oh, there's a walking away. And the Summerlands, the Fool. Okay, your friend here is trying to create some type of fresh start. They're trying to put something behind them. Really are. And maybe it is behavior. I want to say it's almost like they're struggling with it though. This could be something that this person learned like from a very young age. It just looks like this person is really, really struggling with I feel like it could be the foe, because of what I'm about to say is, it's like this person is really, really struggling with what their truly positive attributes are. They're automatically leaning into, this person must be charming. I feel like this person is charming. Their motives are the femme fatale. I am going to ask how this person is your friend, because I still keep getting this sort of side energy here that this is a friend who is not in the best romantic energy. Like they don't They don't use romantic energies in a very healthy way. And it's almost like this person is trying to direct that towards someone who is in a healthy romantic energy. And right, and what are they directing it towards? They want to control. Maybe they even want to be cruel. The femme fatale is the friend's motives. The Two of Swords. Oh, this is almost like somebody who is maybe kind of, I don't know if plaguing shy is the right thing here, right? Because she's also got the fan, covering her face with the fan. This person is indecisive. This person is indecisive and they may not know if this is the right thing for them. Motive. Judgment, initiation, justice, and the Seven of Pentacles. Why would you want a Seven of Pentacles that? This is someone who wants to change somebody's plans. It feels like somebody who wants to change another person's plans. How is this person your friend? I'll ask that. I'll ask it right now. How is this person Leo's friend? I mean, maybe it really is. And maybe you're like, nah, I know my friend has a shitty. Why do they do these things? How is this Leo's friend? The Maiden of Earth. God, it could even be your own kid. The Page of Pentacles. It's the Page of Pentacles. How this person is your friend. This could be, it could be, like, honestly, it could be your own kid or something like that. And they're like, they just don't use romantic energy very well. I don't know. The Page, oh my God, it could, maybe it's your partner. It could be that too. There's some sort of connection here. Or this person could be a lot younger than you. Or this person could be a lot younger than you. How are they your friend? You could know this person through your kid. Because this looks like the motive here is if someone is in a healthy energy here about their self-identity and, you know, how that represents in romantic situations. It's as if somebody else here wants to flip that. It's like your friend wants to flip that. I feel like friend is a loose term in this reading. Now it could be like somebody that you share co-parent with or something as well. And right, because you're looking like you're trying to get the demons out of you. You're trying to get the demons out of you. But there's someone here who looks like they're trying to get the demons back into somebody. So, yeah. And so God in the reverse. See, now that makes sense. Because this Judgment Justice card is amazing. But then to take it in the Seven of Earth? No, you don't need to do that. Why would you need a new plan after Judgment and Justice? This is like rising up to the heavens, to the gods, being seen in God-Goddess energy, and coming out of the darkness and connecting consciously to something bigger than yourself, and then recognizing that you are also just as big as what is bigger than yourself. This is kind of the you know, the juxtaposition with the universe and ourselves. But then the Seven of Earth is, well, you need a new plan here. This is somebody who's trying to change another person's plans. It really does look like someone who is kind of like, maybe the foe. Oh my God. There's so many ways to put, okay. Are you seeing, so here's the other thing that's coming through. Are you seeing someone? This person could have an ex, right? And this ex could cause this person to slip into certain like mindset, mood, behavior. And right when it goes there, they kind of become your foe. They're like, oh, they go. Like there's something like that here too. All right, the God in the reverse. Like right through the kid. If there's something here to do with a kid, I know I shuffle and I go wrong. But there's something to do with a kid here. It's like you're trying to make things better. You're trying to get rid of sort of toxic energies, anything that you have in yourself. You got friends and foes all over the table here, and there's some weird dynamics playing out. And it feels like there's a possibility that it's complicated. If it hasn't already felt like that to you, I'm just going to say it is to me. So this looks like, right, because I feel like there's a connection between the friend and the foe with flipping our romantic energies, our attitudes about romantic relationships. It could be that. It could be like, let's say you're dating somebody and it's amazing, it's great. And then, you know, a couple weeks into it, and then you go, maybe you drive by their house, or you're meeting somewhere, and they're in a sour fucking mood. And then you find out that they just had somebody that they co-parent with, something just, you know, got fucked up or whatever. And then suddenly, it's almost like this person just becomes negative. Like somebody here becomes negative. They, I don't know, isn't like, I don't know. It's really, this is very interesting. Okay, so God in the shadow. What motives are directed towards? Wow, the moon. Fears. Somebody's trying to, I feel like somebody's trying to control another person here. They might know what their triggers are and their fears are. And it also is the feminine. Like some sort of energy. So maybe either a feminine is trying to use that energy to control another person here, a masculine. Or a masculine is trying to control a feminine. But it's kind of cruel, right? Like it says, it's control and cruelty. A cruel way to enact some type of control over another person. Yeah. What are you exercising? I'm just going to... like, it'd be funny if you're watching me on a treadmill or something right now. You're like, yeah, I'm exercising. The exorcist. What are you exercising? What are you freeing yourself and others of here? What are you freeing yourself and others of? Sneakiness. Jesus Louise. Sneakiness. Sneaky behavior. Sneaky behavior. I tell you, that's all over here. Oh. Oh gosh. Strength card. There you are. Excuse me. It's called spell casting in this deck. I love that. Like making rainbows. The strength card. Self-control, empowerment, strength, and courage. I think she's protecting the little bunny. Little bunny down there. What the hell was at the bottom? Oh gosh. Rescuer in the upright. Student rescuer. Now that I don't like that, because that almost sounds like, right, like a child taking on the role of some, I don't know. Anyways, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Rescuer. Provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. That's nice. It's kind of funny because you have like this page of earth. It's almost like the kid's the one that's got it together. The kid's the one that has it together. I'm going to go do the extended. Leo, in the extended, I'm going to ask, what is the unexpected coming towards you? What is the unexpected coming towards your friend? And what is the unexpected coming towards, I don't think I need to do rabbit ears with the foe. What are the unexpecteds coming to each of these individuals? There are 2 options in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Leos. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.